In this video, I'm going to share my top 6 things to do and places to visit in Strasbourg. First on my list is a visit to what was once the tallest building in the world, the towering Strasbourg Cathedral. This is a very impressive building with its Gothic architecture. One of the things you can do is climb the cathedral tower. It's a climb of 66 metres, roughly 330 steps. Costs €8 for entry. Just bear in mind for this one, it is a steep climb, it's a narrow climb. There are no resting places, and obviously you'll get people coming behind you if they're younger and fitter. So it's not for those that suffer from mobility issues and also vertigo. Like I say, it's pretty much a straight climb with very limited space for any breaks on the way up. Once you've reached the top of the tower, you come onto this platform area. A couple of things you can do here. One of the things we looked at was the guardhouse, which dates back to the 16th century and has lots of information and detail on the history of the cathedral. They also have this amazing treadwheel crane on display, and there's lots of information. There's a short film you can watch that just shows you the history of this treadwheel crane and how it would have worked back in the day when it was operational. And now back on ground level, and entrance to the cathedral is free, and it's equally as impressive inside. And finally, I'd recommend going back to the cathedral at night time, because as you can see, the building's well lit and it does look really nice during darkness. Next is somewhere you can just take your time, stroll, look at the lovely stalls and shops, and it's a visit to Strasbourg's historic core and UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Grande Ile. This is a real pedestrian paradise, packed with architectural gems, cosy squares and vibrant street life. Next on my list is a boat trip. There are a few different options if you want to buy tickets for the boat trip. They have a physical shop in Place de la Cathedral. You can buy them online, or you can use the automated terminals at the shop and also at the berths where the boats arrive and depart. There are multiple tour options, some of them only French speaking. The most popular one, I believe, is the Red Tour, which we did, which is 70 minutes, and it takes you right along the river, and it takes in all the key places. You can see the cathedral, the European Parliament, etc. On the right you can also see our cruise did stop at the European Parliament, and people can get on and get off there. But you can also just take a trip down to the European Parliament and then back to the departure point. In terms of cost, €16 per adult, under 4s are free. On board they provide headphones. You can actually bring your own, you can connect them to the plug on the boat, and information is provided in 12 different languages. They do operate different types of boats. Some are open and some are covered with AC. So depending on the weather, make sure you make the right decision. You'll notice on the automated machine and also online, it has these symbols that indicate if it's a covered boat or an uncovered boat, and also if it's adapted for wheelchair users as well. I think the adapted boats can take a maximum of 3 wheelchair users. On the left you can see the little symbols, so you can see here the top one is a uncovered boat, and then the one below is a covered boat. And if you hover over it, it just gives you that little description just to confirm. Here you can see the covered boat and the uncovered boat. We just went down to the riverside and bought our tickets from the floating automated ticket machine. We just bought ours on the first thing in the morning, then came back just before our departure at 10:30. Have a quick security bag check before boarding, then it's on board, connect up the headphones, select your language and volume. Space on board, they are plastic seats, and here you can see the sort of leg room. I've got a rucksack just down at my feet here as well, so not too cramped. The tour then gets underway, and the first time on a boat tour I've gone through a lock before, so this was something quite different. So it passes through the Petite France area, and then it gets to the end and then turns back, heads down to the European Parliament, and then heads back to the departure point. So in the 70 minutes for €16, we thought the value was really good. It does show you, a lot of the city. It's good to do this when you first arrive. It helps you get your bearings where things are in the city. And then once you're through the lock, the boat just cruises along at a sedentary pace and let you admire the surroundings as you pass. If you suffer from things like motion sickness, you can see here, it's from the footage. It's nice and smooth, the river, and that shouldn't cause you any problems. Next stop is a visit to Les Pont Couvert. Translated to English, this means covered bridge. These three fortified bridges with medieval towers once protected the city, and it's just a nice area. You can see people in the distance just crossing the bridges. It's also one of the best places to get a nice viewpoint looking back to the Petite France area of Strasbourg. Also, when you're in this area, it's only a 2-minute walk from the bridges. You can visit the Le Barrage Vauban. This is a dam that was built to flood the city in the event of attack, to make it more difficult for attackers when the covered bridges sort of lost their effectiveness. Nowadays, it's a popular tourist attraction, and you can see people on the top there. You can walk over the dam and you can walk through the dam as well. And it does give you, again, some nice views looking back to Petite France area. And that's next on my list, is a visit to the Petite France area of Strasbourg. This is just a picture perfect area. It's very leafy. There's lots of nice cafes. We already saw this is the area where the covered bridges are and the dam is. Just a nice area just to spend time in and just admire the scenery. And last but by no means least is a visit to Place Kleber, which is Strasbourg's main square. This is just a really nice area for people watching. There's lots of cafes and shops, this lovely fountain, and this is where they hold lots of different functions throughout the year, and it's also the location for the famous Strasbourg Christmas market. I really do hope you've enjoyed this short video and found it useful. If you have, please consider hitting the thumbs up and give the video a like, and also subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my future content. Thank you very much for watching.